Michael Serbola.
Hello, Board. Michael Serbola. I'm going to try and stick to the message a little bit more than I have perhaps in the last 2 or 3 years, because I started with speaking to the 1 in 3 not being okay, and to the fact that perhaps the way to make that visible to us was to bring it home to us. One of the criticisms of it is that it's a sampling. What I'm proposing isn't a sampling. I'm proposing, for example, that we demonstrate this. We could do it here and just in this building, for example, or just here in this room, where you taught all of us. It's not a sampling, just some of us. All of us would toss the coin. So, for example, if all of the teachers in the district were to voluntarily, because that's the only way that it would be worth doing, is if it's voluntary to show how we feel about kids. Otherwise, I mean, if you have to be forced to do it, it's really pointless. You toss the coin, and everyone, no sampling error, and you answer questions. For example, we could put 2 little pots out in front of the building here and put a simple scale underneath. It would literally count them as you toss the pennies in, and the public could query us, the administrators here in this building, of some things, or you could query yourselves. It's that simple. It's not complicated. And fixing these issues in our schools as far as reading and improving grades. Across the board, across the nation, we do the same things, the same tests. Here in Broward, only 5 of 250 schools, or more than half of the kids graduated able to pass in all 6 subjects regularly. That's hidden in the statistics. Statistics can kind of be used for things. Positive behavior, intervention, and support, for example, are words that were a huge man tried to explain to a handcuffed special needs child as to what consequences were very recently on a video. How do those words become misconstrued? Instead of looking at the negative, let's use that to a positive. We can magically, like waving a wand, just pull out a dictionary and realize that a consequence isn't necessarily what happens, it's a result. There's a difference between a result and a consequence. We can choose a consequence. We can choose it to be positive or negative. I can train a dog with a treat or with a swat. The swat requires no training and is quick and effective, but there are ways to do it with the treat. And all we have to do is simply, let's do it. We can get people motivated by realizing the reason we're doing it is to address these issues with our kids. They're screaming out to us. We need to listen to them. One of the reasons we say kids are wise beyond their years, they're not wise beyond their years, they're kids, duh. They're wise beyond our years. We can create a positive future where schools are places where they're assigned plots of land, public land, to oversee and be stewards of, including the school itself. They could be stewards of the school in this sense. It feels like a museum to them, an exciting place to come. It's all within reach. I'm out of time. Thank you.
Thank you. Brittany Circus.